For more on the humanitarian situation in Gaza, let's speak to Ingram, who's spokesperson for UNICEF, the United Nations Children's Fund, and she's live from Rafah in southern Gaza. Tess, good to have you again with us on Al Jazeera. I guess your reaction first to Israel's decision to open the Erez crossing in northern Gaza. What difference is that going to make?
Look, we're going to have to wait and see how it all plays out in practice, but it's really good news. We've been asking for weeks now for this crossing to be opened. We've used it before, and we know how important it is to get supplies into the northern Gaza Strip because, of course, the two crossings that are open at the moment are both in the south and require us to transport all of the aid up the Gaza Strip. So this is really welcome news, but we need it to happen soon. We need it to happen at scale, and we need it to be sustained.
But you say it's an important crossing, Tess. Erez, though, has been the main crossing point for people to get in and out of Gaza. How is opening the crossing going to help ease? I mean, it's mostly been used for people. How is it going to be used for aid to get into northern Gaza?
I know that this is something that the UN has been thinking about for some weeks now. As you say, it's primarily a pedestrian crossing, but so was Rafah. So it's something that we're working on, and we hope to be able to get aid trucks in at scale through Erez because we have so few options. We really need to take all of the options that we have to be able to get food aid into the people of North Gaza who are on the precipice of a famine.
Right. There is getting the food aid in, but there's also ensuring safety and security, right, for the people who are going to be distributing this food. As we've seen in recent months, this hasn't always been guaranteed by the Israelis. What measures are you hoping Israel is going to take in addition to opening this border crossing?
Yeah, that's right. And, as well as our safety, it's the safety of the people we're trying to help. We've obviously seen incidents as well where people trying to access aid have been killed. So it's really important that we make the situation for the distribution of aid safer. What we're asking for at the moment is for international humanitarian law to be followed. And one key part of that is this notification and coordination system that World Central Kitchen mentioned in their statement on Tuesday. That means that when we go on missions, we coordinate with Israel to make sure that they know where we're going and what we're doing. And that helps them follow international humanitarian law and protect us. But at the moment, that system is clearly broken. It's not working properly, as we saw with the tragic incident on Monday night.
Yeah, it's a deconfliction process, right? What specific changes would you like to see made to this deconfliction process?
Well, it's a process that works in other conflicts around the world, and this is the really frustrating thing. The system is fine. It's the implementation of the system that's not working. It is not being respected. We receive a safety assurance, and then we go on a mission where we are told we will be safe, and we were delayed for hours at a checkpoint. Our staff are interrogated, they're put in harm's way, or they're killed, and that's not acceptable. That's not what is meant to happen once we receive these safety assurances. So that's something that needs to be remedied.
With the Erez crossing opening up and also the port of Ashdod, do you have any more details, Tess, that you could share with us perhaps about, the quantity of aid that is going to go in and also how soon the border crossing will be open itself?
Unfortunately, not yet. This is all kind of emerging this morning. So we are going to need to engage today and in the coming days with Israel to make sure that we understand how this is going to operate. And as I said, when we need to make sure this is going to happen soon, that it can bring aid in at scale. And we need to confirm that it's going to be sustained because we've heard that it's temporary. We don't know for how long.
Thank you very much for talking to us. Thank you for your time. Tess Ingram, spokesperson for UNICEF, joining us there from Rafah in southern Gaza.